Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're bundling up and diving headfirst into a book that's all about snowball fights, epic forts, and the hilarious chaos that ensues when an entire neighborhood gets a snow day. That's right, we're talking about Jeff Kinney's awesome book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Meltdown. So grab a hot chocolate, get cozy, and let's get into it. The story kicks off with Greg Heffley doing what he does best, complaining. This time, it's about the freezing cold weather. He is reminiscing about the good old days when kids were apparently tougher and played outside no matter what. Greg, of course, thinks this is ridiculous. He'd much rather be inside, warm and comfortable, playing video games. His mom, Susan, has other ideas. She's worried that kids today are too soft and spend way too much time staring at screens. She wants Greg and his brothers to experience a real, old-fashioned childhood, full of outdoor adventures. Greg's take? No, thank you. But then, something magical happens. The forecast predicts a massive snowstorm, and for once, the weather forecasters are right. School is canceled, and the whole neighborhood is covered in a thick blanket of snow. For most kids, this is a dream come true. For Greg, it's a mixed bag. On one hand, no school. On the other hand, it means being trapped at home with his family. And even worse, his mom is now fully committed to her mission of forcing him to play outside. The real fun begins when the kids in the neighborhood split into two territories based on which side of the street they live on. Greg's side is Surrey Street, and the rival territory is the domain of the kids from over on Worley Street. This isn't just a friendly divide. It's the start of an all-out winter war. The currency of this new world, snow, the weapon of choice, snowballs. Greg, being Greg, immediately starts strategizing. He and his best friend, Rolly Jefferson, try to build their own snow fort. But let's be honest, their construction skills are not exactly top tier. Their little pile of snow is nothing compared to the massive, impressive snow fortress being built by the other kids on their street, led by a tough kid named Trevor Nix. This fortress is a masterpiece of snow engineering, complete with walls, lookout towers, and a strategic stockpile of perfectly packed snowballs. Naturally, Greg wants in on the action. He sees a potential for glory and, more importantly, protection from the Worley Street kids. He and Rolly manage to join forces with the Surrey Street crew, becoming soldiers in this epic snowball war. Greg, in his typical fashion, thinks he's a military genius. He's drawing up battle plans and trying to direct the troops, but most of his grand ideas are either completely impractical or just plain silly. He's more of a talker than a fighter, preferring to stay safe behind the walls of the fort. The conflict escalates quickly. There are sneak attacks, ambushes, and intense standoffs. We meet some classic Wimpy Kid characters like the fearsome Mingo kids who are like a wild tribe roaming the winter wasteland, and of course Greg's older brother Roderick and younger brother Manny, who each add their own brand of chaos to the mix. Manny, in his own little world, ends up building a surprisingly cozy and well-equipped snow house around their family home, complete with snacks and heating vents, which Greg secretly envies. One of the funniest parts of the book is seeing how the rules of this war evolve. At first, it's just about throwing snowballs, but soon, alliances are formed and broken. Spies are sent behind enemy lines. Rolly, with his pure and innocent heart, isn't really cut out for this kind of intense conflict. He's more interested in making snow angels and having fun, which often puts him at odds with Greg's win at all costs mentality. Their friendship is tested, as it often is, by Greg's selfish schemes. The meltdown of the title refers to two things. First, there's a literal meltdown of the snow as the weather starts to warm up, threatening to bring this entire winter world crashing down. But it also refers to the social meltdown. The war gets a little too serious. Feelings get hurt, friendships are strained, and the fun of a snow day starts to feel more like a stressful obligation. The climax of the story is the final, epic battle between Surrey Street and Whirly Street. It's an all-or-nothing showdown. Everyone gathers for one last massive snowball fight to decide who rules the neighborhood. The leaders of the other side, a group known as the Plow Patrol because their dads have snowplows, show up looking intimidating. It's a chaotic flurry of snow and shouting. Greg, who has been trying to take charge, finds himself in the middle of the action and, as usual, gets completely overwhelmed. Just when it seems like total anarchy has taken over, something unexpected happens. The parents, who have been mostly oblivious to the scale of this war, finally intervene. But not in the way you'd think. A parent driving a snowplow comes through and, in one swift move, demolishes the forts and clears the street, officially ending the war. The kids are left standing in the slush, their epic battlefield gone in an instant. In the end, everyone is forced to go back inside. The Great Snow War is over. Greg, reflecting on the whole experience, realizes that maybe his mom was right about one thing. Even though it was chaotic and stressful, it was also kind of fun. He and Rolly make up, and things go back to normal. He might not admit it out loud, but the adventure was a memorable one, a story he'll definitely be writing about in his diary. The Meltdown is such a great read because it perfectly captures that childhood feeling of a snow day, where the normal rules don't apply and your neighborhood transforms into a whole new world of adventure. It is packed with Jeff Kinney's signature humor and hilarious illustrations that bring Greg's wild imagination to life. It shows us that even when Greg is being selfish and lazy, there's a part of him that craves adventure, even if he has to be pushed into it. It is a fantastic reminder of the simple joy of playing outside and the epic stories we can create with just a little bit of snow and a lot of imagination. What's your favorite part of the Meltdown? Or what's your best snow day memory? Let me know down in the comments. I love reading your stories. Thanks so much for hanging out and talking books with me today. If you had fun, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next literary adventure. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!